So today we're looking at these Christmas videos and promises of Jesus through the Bible. And today it's David's promise of Christmas. So first I'll just read our reading, which is from 2 Samuel chapter 7 and verses the second half of 11 to the end of this little prophecy. Right, so the Lord declares to you that the Lord himself will establish a house for you. When your days are over and you rest with your ancestors, I will raise up your offspring to succeed you, your own flesh and blood, and I will establish his kingdom. He is the one who will build a house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. I will be his father, and he shall be my son. When he does wrong, I will punish him with a rod wielded by men, with floggings inflicted by human hands. But my love will never be taken away from him, as I took it away from Saul, whom I removed from before you. Your house and your kingdom shall endure forever before me. Your throne shall be established forever. Nathan reported to David all the words of this entire revelation. Now, why is it that in Jesus' own ministry, so many people gave him this title, Son of David? Lord, or Son of David, have mercy on me. Why is that so common a title of Jesus? And in John 7, people talk about how they know that the Messiah is going to come from David's line, be a son of David. How do they know that? Well, it comes from this promise that the Lord made to David. This Son of David title is common through the Bible and especially through the prophets. We'll see it happens in Psalms, in Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, and more. It happens, Jesus himself talks about this Son of David title in Matthew 22. And then in Acts 2 as well, Peter talks about how David, when he was given this promise, he knew as a prophet this was talking about someone in the distant future, someone far later. It was talking about this promised child. And here's the interesting thing as well, just about the Isaiah and Jeremiah and Ezekiel talking about this son of David, this promised child who's going to come from David's line. It's because especially for Ezekiel and Jeremiah, they're after David. And Ezekiel, when he talks about this child coming from David who will sit on David's throne, that's way after David and Solomon, because that's a big thing. This promise is not talking about Solomon, because after Solomon's dead, this promise still keeps happening. People still keep saying, when is this son of David gonna come? When is he gonna arrive? So it's not talking about Solomon, it's talking about someone who will be God's own son, his kingdom will last forever and ever. And as we look more, there's so much about this Son of David title. Just as John the Baptist, if you remember, he's called like an Elijah, and it's because he's going to be the best prophet. He's going to be like Elijah and more. He's like this new mega Elijah, and it's like that with Jesus. He's going to be like David, but way better. He's going to be a better shepherd king, a better prophet, a better fighter, a better banner to all the exiled, and a better faithful servant. And finally, there's one last aspect of this amazing Son of David title. At the end of 2 Samuel, the end of this account of David, God's judgment comes to the church then. And it's because of David, and David can't do anything to stop it. He can't. He wishes, he talks to the Lord like, no, punish me instead. Don't punish the people. But David can't do that. He can't save that church. He can't save people from this judgment day. So what we're doing is we're looking forward to this Son of David, this new David who can. This guy, this child, will be able to save us. He can take that punishment for us. He can rescue us. This Son of David who's on the way. And we saw in the passage there's so many more aspects of Jesus, but just this Son of David title is talking about God's own Son being born as a human on Christmas.